Hi everybody, I'm Giancarlo.
And I'm Felicia.
And this is a review of
Innis.
Or Inish actually.
Inish.
But there's quite
What's
a...
on the crucifix? Innis?
Oh, that's right, there is something on the crucifix.
Yeah. So this is Latin?
No, it's actually Irish.
Oh.
Or Celtic.
Celtic. It's Celtic? I like to
now
eat
we went from Innis to Inish to Celtic to Celtic. I believe it's Celtic.
I like to eat my jalapenos.
Jalapenos. I'll take 1,000 fajitas. Look at these nice, beautiful tiles. Or ninja stars. Giant ninja stars. In Innis, players control a Celtic clan vying for power. They'll need to cooperate at times, make peace, and yes, sometimes war as well. The board is set here with 3 territories for a 3-player game. The cards are in their appropriate stack with the red, epic tail cards, and green, action cards shuffled separately with the +4 removed for the number of players. The yellow, advantage cards, do not need shuffling, but the appropriate cards matching the territories are placed face up. A player will be given the Bren token, so he'll choose which territory to make the capital by placing the capital and his sanctuary token there. He'll flip the Flock of Crows token, giving a direction. Starting with him and going in that direction, players will place one figure one at a time on any territory until they all have placed 2. You're now ready to play. To win Innis, you need to have a Pretender token and achieve at least one of the following goals. Be present in at least 6 territories, be present in territories where there are 6 sanctuaries total, or be chieftain, meaning having the most clan in the territory, over a total of 6 other clans or figures.
Each round consists of 2 phases, the assembly and the season phase. These are well listed in detail on the reference card. First, we assign the Bren. This is the player who is chieftain, has the most clan, in the capital territory. Next, we see if anyone has a Pretender token and completed one of the victory conditions. If they have, they win. If not, return all Pretender tokens to the supply. Next, the chieftains of each territory will gain that territory's advantage card. The Bren will then flip the Flock of Crow token to determine the direction of the round. He'll then proceed to deal out 4 action cards to each player, putting one aside face down. Players will proceed to take 1 card of their choice, pass the rest to the next player in the flock tokens order, place the card back into the pile they received, choose 2 cards including the one they put back if they wish to, pass the rest, place the 2 cards back, choose 3 now, and so on until they have 4 cards. We then move on to the season phase.
Here, starting with the Bren and following the flock direction, players will choose to take one of the following actions. Play a season card, take a Pretender token if they meet one of the 3 winning conditions, or pass. Season cards are denoted by the tree icon. A player may choose to play one of these. Actions, epic, and advantage cards can be a season card. Triskel cards, denoted by this symbol, are played depending on a situation to trigger an effect. These are not considered season cards. Season cards may also have other symbols here. They are build, either a citadel or sanctuary, move, usually from one adjacent territory, recruit, placing clans on the board, or start a clash. These are all well explained as well on the card itself being played.
When a player moves clans into a territory due to a card with the clash symbol and there are opposing clans there, he becomes the instigator and may initiate a clash. He may declare he comes in peace or not. If he does come in peace and all other players agree to peace, nothing happens. If one clan rejects peace, a clash will happen. The first player in the direction of the flock after the instigator decides if they want to put a clan member in a citadel, should there be one, then the next player if another citadel is available, and so on. The instigator does not have the option. These clans are unaffected by the clash and will return to that territory at the end of it. Then, starting with the instigator, he decides to perform a maneuver, which are attack, withdraw, or play an epic tale should he have one. When an attack is performed, the recipient decides whether he wants to discard an action card or remove an exposed clan. Then the next player in the flock's order can propose peace. If not, he'll get to do a maneuver. Withdraw will have you move any number of clans to an adjacent one where you are the chieftain. And playing an epic tale, if it allows, will trigger an effect. The clash ends when all players involved agree to peace or one clan remains. Note, you don't want to kill off all opposing clans, as being chieftain over them can further your objective of being chieftain over 6 clans. Seeing how clash works, you now understand why a player may take the pass action. This will allow you to keep more action cards in your hand should a clash happen. It'll make you skip your turn, and you'll have another chance to play again. But should all players have passed in a row, the round is over and a new one begins. As mentioned before, after the Bren is assigned, any player who holds a pretender token and still has an objective completed wins. If more than one player have objective completed and the Bren is one of them, he wins. If there's a tie and the Bren is not part of it, no one wins and a new round begins.
Some of you may or may not know this, but Innis certainly made a lot of waves in the last quarter of 2016. Was the hype warranted? Let's take a look. First thing you'll notice is the artwork, and with each card being simply a masterpiece, Innis scores a huge pro point on that front. Components, tiles, and big cards are a huge plus, but the minis, have we been spoiled over the last year? Still, I'm going to award it a pro point on components. Gameplay is interesting. What it does extremely well is the negotiation and balance of needing other players while achieving your own goals. This is well presented within the good draft element, memory, and passing mechanic. But at the same time, in all our games we played, we felt the end result led to a kingmaker scenario where the game just builds until multiple candidates can simply win. And in that regard, we also felt the victory wasn't necessarily earned, but rather given by other players or unbalanced epic cards. And the game certainly did not last 1 hour, which I understand most games' printed value is never accurate. We certainly felt how long the game seemed to drag by entering another round where you thought you might have earned a victory. So in that respect, there's no runaway leader as the players keep him in check, making everyone else invested in the game up until the very end, and giving a pro point in player interaction. Definitely not the best thing since sliced bread in our opinion, but a fine game that works. In the end, the cons are things we find as cons for our group, but might not be for others. But for us, Innis scores a 7 out of 10. Subscribe now to our channel to stay in the loop. If you like our work, help us continue by sharing the channel to your gaming group. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.